Hey guys, Liz here bringing you another video. Welcome back to Admiral Banter. We are playing EZREAL. I mainly picked EZREAL, by the way, and the Bard's got the wrong rune set up. Lovely. I picked EZREAL because this guy wanted to play Bard. So the moment that I'm with a Bard, he's going to sod off in lane phase. So I need to pick something that can survive by myself. We've got a one-trick Urgot. We have a duo, and they're both fresh Smurfs. Ugh. See, I will just say, like, I get the fresh account thing, kinda, because obviously I'm doing it. I'm not a fresh account, but I'm doing it because of the LP gains Riot refuses to fix. But I don't like when Smurf accounts purely... Hello. When Smurf accounts purely duo.
I always know a shortcut.
That's just icky.
Minions have spawned.
You already have an advantage when you're smurfing, and you also need to duo queue.
Are you not intrigued?
Just feels a bit lame. Don't like this positioning, because, like, what are you going to do as an Evelyn? Oh. Why did Jace go in? Ooh. I mean, they kill Urgot as well. Because he used Flash. You're watching. She was watching.
It's me.
It's me. Bonk. I will literally fight you, Soraka. I will fight you. Was that worth? No, it wasn't. Excuse me? Wait, Kha'Zix's got it? Bard, I get the roaming thing, but like... Normally you want to get a couple of levels first. All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself anymore. All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself anymore. One is the loneliest number you can ever do. Two is just as bad as one. I'm dead. I'm by myself again. I kind of don't know why I did that, but I kind of was just getting bored of being alone. I wanted to do something. It was close. Nearly got the kill. This is a weird... I need to get the Fiesta hat. He's going to die to red. That is a tilted Kha'Zix if I've ever seen one. And again, people, I'll just say, this Bard is very lucky that I've got strong mental. Because the average AD carry, I'm going to be honest, I'm not trying to mean offense if you're an AD carry player watching, has the mentality of a peanut. Like the mental fortitude of a peanut. So the fact that I haven't had a support this whole game, a lot of them would be mentally done by now. I'm vibing. I'm vibing. That's nice. It's just constant fighting. Probably shouldn't be focusing the Zeri, because obviously the goat just heals her up. Well, it's why I picked EZREAL, because the moment that they pick Bard, I know I'm going to be alone. Did I expect I'd be alone at the beginning of the game? No, definitely not. Because that has definitely put me at a disadvantage against the Zeri, but whatever. 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 You want to be together, I'll be here and Jupiter. Who's the duo again? Was the Kazakhs duo with the Cass? Is that why the Kazakhs are super glued to There was 2 duos. Wait, let's see. Oh no, the Cass is duo with the Zeri. The Evelyn is duo with the Ori, so that's why they're super glued together. Hard. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, that if that auto attack went off, that was a kill. That was literally my. Did you see Ezreal's fist was raising? He cancelled his. Oh! My dog is not sleeping in here. Don't worry. I'm hacking. It's a really bad death by Soraka, to be honest. I don't honestly know how that hit. That's what Soraka's going to be thinking, is like, how the hell did that hit? It though. What is Ezreal going on about? You okay, bud? Get the hat. Oh, it's up there. I can't be bothered right now. Next time I die. Whatever I said, whatever I do, I didn't mean it. I just want you back again. Where's the goat gone?
An enemy has been slain.
There she is. Hello. Goat is really nice to eat, by the way. Sorry if you're a vegetarian or vegan or something, but yeah, a lot of South African cuisine has goat stew, quite popular. What are you guys doing, huh? What are you guys doing? You think you can fight the Ez? I'm the Ez. One benefit of not having a support actively is I'm really ahead in levels. Zeri's quite cocky. I like Bard as a champ. I do, but I also think Bard kind of is lame nowadays. Like, the cool thing about Bard was he was like the roaming support. And now every single support roams, so he's kind of like lost his identity. That was a dodgy hitbox. So yeah, that's what I would say. I kind of feel sorry for, like, if you were a Bard player, like, a lot of Bard players, they prided themselves of, like, look how good I am at the support roaming. I'm the roaming support. Kind of like Pyke did it a bit as well. But, like, Bard is the roaming support. And now just because of the absolute mess the way the game has gone, everybody roams way too much. So who cares if you've got a Bard? I pinged the whole time they were walking up, by the way.
For show. The talent's all me. Don't attempt anything glorious in my absence.
Hello. When I play support, I like staying mainly bot lane, because, like, in my head, that's the role that I picked. You know? I picked to be the support, so I'm playing bot, because that's the support's job. Maybe I'm crazy, but yeah.
What level am I on?
Supporting the team. But that's the thing, you do that later, your primary job, unless your AD carry is a Lagavage, is supporting your AD carry.
True explorers follow the
So I don't know.
compass in their heart.
I'm an old grumpy man when it comes to change in League of Legends. I know I am. I'm very self-aware. Go on, Cannon, kill that. Make them miss a plate.
Gawk at this.
Oh, dang it.
Enemy has been
Was my
slain.
kill.
Who needs a map? Ancient.
Rifles. Can't believe people are still buying Sadek Shiv. That was such a mistake to bring the item back. It has just caused so many headaches. I have heard through the grapevine that Freak has apparently admitted he messed up with that item. Freak and admitting he messed up is like,
Something about
I don't even know. Like, I can't even make a comparison in my head. It doesn't happen.
looks great on my mantle.
Ooh.
My environment.
I can't move. Your grandma, my grandma, sitting by the fire. I partially, by the way, get Freak's mentality, by the way. Like, I'm not saying it as a complete diss of, like, you know, oh, he's admitting it. Because being a content creator is actually kind of similar. Like, I've had that criticism from people before of going, oh, Huz never sees his own mistakes or blah, blah, blah. It's not that you don't see your own mistakes. Is the way of the internet. The moment that you admit something or you open a gap, some people see it as an invitation then to kind of flood you with criticism, if that makes sense. So, like, a lot of content creators kind of keep themselves closed off to it, not because we think we're better or anything like that. It really is nothing to do with that. It just, unfortunately, when you do talk about the negatives that you've done, typically a lot more negatives then come, and that's obviously not very fun, and is quite bad on the old mental health. Because I've always said it, I'm very aware of the mistakes that I make during the game. Every single high-rating content creator that you watch is aware of the mistakes they're making in any given League of Legends game. We may not mention it to protect ourselves from tilting a bit, etc. But we're very aware of it, which is also, you know, how we're high rating.
Nothing stops me, except for
You can't get to high rating without knowing what mistakes you're making, you know?
Unstoppable.
I'm at my best when the world's on the brink of annihilation.
And they were trying to bait it. They're getting frustrated.
Exploration runs in my family.
Shut down.
Oh, thought I could have killed Soraka. Again, I'm literally alone this game,
Your team has destroyed.
but whatever.
Your turret has been destroyed.
It is a little bit boring to be alone, but there's nothing I can do about it. Bard has shown basically zero interest on being actually in bot lane.
Has been slain.
Nice. If he kills both of them, then I really don't mind dying. Don't know if he'll get both. I think she's got flash available. Or not. Oh no, I have fulfilled my role very well. An AD carry, even EZREAL, a typical person left completely alone in lane phase, is going to be useless this game and feed like mad. We're 4-2-2, not feeding. Farm is harsh because we are in a 2v1, let's be honest, but we're doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. No. And now getting jungle ganked. Again, so I'm not even alone, I'm also now getting jungle ganked. Oh, it is a little bit boring. Well, actually, it's very boring. Maybe I'm just going to leave bot lane and start roaming myself. What does this Bard normally play? They are... Okay, it does make a little bit of sense. They're a Pike main that's recently picked up Bard. So, yeah. It does make sense when you look at it. Onga.
I truly hope nobody saw that.
Pushing that far for what, though? I'm really bored. That's the answer.
Once it's a ruin, I can legally loot it.
An enemy has been slain.
No plan survives first contact with me.
I think sometimes people get surprised when I give an answer of like, why did you do that? And I just literally reply, the honest answer is, oh, I was really bored. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 now.
Feels like the whole world's gone crazy.
An enemy
Oh.
has been
She actually was, she healed up quite a lot. I thought she was way lower than that.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Is it a good reason? No. Does it make sense? Yes, exactly.
Later and sift through the
I don't pretend that I'm anything other than human. I'm a human that's just playing a video game, trying to have fun.
magic artifact.
And if the game is not fun, then I usually end up doing dumb things. Because I'm bored.
We mages call this a warlock exit. Blast him, gauntlet.
Thought you were a lion. Guys be plebbing. Ooh, red buff. Don't mind if I do. How's the game actually going then? Well, we are winning. And hard to not win when we basically had number advantage the whole game because Bard's been always helping. Oh, that's bad by Evelyn. That is what we call not bueno.
I never miss, but I have been known to fire a warning shot or two. Relax.
I come to rogue help and I'm ultimately just having to go back to bot lane because Cass is split pushing. Nice, dude. Why are they split pushing down here? Are these two tilted or something? Well, the answer's probably yes.
Has been destroyed.
I have no idea what those two players are doing. Why the hell are they bot lane?
Legend?
Tilt is the only answer to that. That's just weird.
I'm always open to new ideas. My new ideas.
Oh, peculiar.
An enemy has been slain.
Helped with the go.
Marvel at that!
gone like the wind. My cannon. The enemy team is just completely falling apart. How's Evelyn for? Well, Evelyn, for no reason that makes sense, has got a health regen mechanic as a stealth assassin. Why does she have this? No idea. Does anybody know why she has this? No. Does it make sense that she has this? No. Should she have this? No. Yeah. 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 What's up?
Rampage.
Ah, the goat died.
Shut down.
Well, Evelyn died. I'm leaving. 3k gold. What did I build? Yes.
Can I get an itemized receipt? My account is way too good.
Yes. Yes. Hey, Miraquiste, how you doing? Odds having fun with the Kazakhs. Very smart. Stands next to the little wolves. The isolation damage doesn't count.
I always know a shortcut.
He's coming here. Oh, he's gonna farm there.
Possible comebacks are sort of my specialty.
What level am I? 14. Not bad. Oh my god. Damn, he ran away. And he went. Started a new job, just have to pass a pitch test today. Then you'll be fully hired. Oh, very nice. Everybody seems to be starting new jobs. Hey, Hayes, I've been good. Not bad. Not too shabby.
Ooh, did I save my game before this?
Not too shabby. Well, he's 4 and 10. Ouch. Is it weird that I forgot they had a Zeri when I was the one that was laning against her? Oops.
Killing spree.
Yeah, 2v1. Don't know why that Zeri thinks that she can fight me. Even though she had a better lane phase because I was 2v1. I ain't weak. I'm actually quite strong. So this, I would say this game, I might even title it The Power of Mental. Because the reason why I'm going to potentially call this video The Power of Mental is a typical AD carry, I imagine, would have got really annoyed and tilted this game because I was literally alone. And a normal AD carry wants to be, I'm the carry, I want to pop off, let me do it. But you can't if I'm just alone. But this is where you just suck it up. Yes, it's annoying. You just suck it up and just kind of go, okay, I think I'm pretty good. Yes, if I wasn't completely alone, maybe I could have popped off and been like the bigger carry, but it didn't happen.
Has destroyed a turret.
So it is what it is. I'm going to be in the final picture. Oh, look, I'm in the picture. Part of me's in the picture. All right, there we go. We'll take it. See, I would have liked a better lane phase, but I was alone. So you have to be realistic. Gotta be realistic. Also, for the YouTube channel, who the hell do I honor? I've no idea. Like, well done. For the YouTube channel, obviously I've mentioned I'm home alone today. I had a doctor's appointment, then took little Miss Mai to the dog field. This is pretty much her whole afternoon. So that bed is literally just over there, like that way in this office. She's not there right now, but she's been like that for the past couple of hours since I've been streaming. I've been streaming now nearly. Okay. But yeah, she's been sleeping, so taking her to the dog park was a good idea, it turns out. And I always think when she sleeps like that, she looks like a little kangaroo. But yeah. Anyway, Cookie. We got plus 28, which isn't great. You know, would have been nicer to have more than plus 28. Obviously, the LP is starting to go a bit down, but that's to be expected. Damage and all that wise, we go 748, 24,500 damage. So believe it or not, I still did over double the damage of Zeri. Officially over double. If you double her damage, it would be what, 24,000, roughly 500. I did 24,700. So over double damage my lane opponent, and I was in a 2v1. That's pretty good going, you know, as it goes. That's not bad. So we will take that happily. And I think I did show, but yeah, so the Evelyn and Ori, and obviously a lot of action happened there because they are a pure duo smurfers on fresh accounts. The Bard, again, doesn't play it, but is a Pike player, so that's why he was permanently roaming. I would have also said, you know, I didn't get honoured any of the last game on Shaco support, and we carried the hell out of that game. I would have thought the Bard could have honoured me, at least. Like, he was a support and didn't support me at all. Maybe he could have honoured me, be like, oh, actually, you did pretty good, and I know I didn't help you at all. Nope. 0 honours. Oh, well. So the Urgot's a big one trick. He didn't do great. But to be honest, none of them did well. The Cassio, she's a main Cassio. The Zeri doesn't really play it. What does she actually normally play? She is a Kai'Sa player, predominantly. But overall, not bad. We'll take it. If you guys did enjoy, though, do throw a like on it, throw a comment, throw a subscribe. It's going pretty good at the moment. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. And what I would say, I don't know if I should do this in this video or wait till the next video. I'll do it maybe in both. I don't mind collecting the feedback more. Genuinely, question of the day, and maybe, again, I'll ask this into the next video as well. How are you liking the content at the moment? You know, are you enjoying the content? Are you happy with it? What could be better? What could improve? Feel free to give feedback on it. I feel it's going pretty good. Obviously, I know it's not high rating. We're getting there. And I know that might be one of the criticisms is, oh no, Huz, I prefer when you're like pushing for Master and you're in Master. I'm aware of that. And obviously the goal is to get there on this account. It's going pretty well. You know, I'm not fully tryharding on this account yet. I think it's probably you can probably tell that I'm not fully tryharding. And we're maintaining roughly a 70% win rate. So that ain't bad. But I'm also having a lot of fun. So yeah. When is more flex queue, or that be Clash only? So we're doing Clash this weekend, I think on the Sunday. And yes, we are wanting to do more flex because you guys enjoyed it, and we will be doing more flex. So expect that, but obviously we're going to do it when we can. You know, to get 5 individuals together at the same time, you know, everyone in our Clash team, etc., are all adults with jobs, etc. It can sometimes be hard, but we will continue to try as much as we can. But anyway, that is going to be it. If you guys enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. See you guys next time. Goodbye.
Call down the reckoning to bring back hope and peace, restore our glory to live forever. Bring down the dark regime. I know how to unleash eternal power. Lead us to